Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you all doing good. In this video we have TVS BMW G310R, which is jointly developed by TVS in India. But sadly this bike got discontinued earlier this year. Now you cannot buy this motorcycle. You can only buy the which is G310RR. This bike got discontinued back in January of this year due to BS6 2B norms, which this bike cannot comply. So guys, in this video we'll see whether this bike justifies the hefty price tag, which was 3.5 lakh when it got launched. Now starting with the engine is a 310cc engine, which is a reverse inclined, which produces 34 horsepower and 28 newton-meters of torque. Okay, why not just stop here and then do a launch. The sound is super nice, guys. So that's the 0 to 100 timing for you guys. As you guys saw, the engine performance is really good. The 0 to 100 timings are good enough for a 310cc bike, and it's very respectable. Coming to the engine refinement and all these things, so this engine is really smooth until 8000, 9000 RPM, but the top end it's very bussy. Yeah, from here it's very bussy, but below that, if you're usually cruising around 5-6, it's okay. It does around 5.5k at 90 kmph, which is good enough, I would say. Only in the top end it starts buzzing. In most of its rev range it's quite smooth, and it is actually quite soothing to ride this motorcycle. The noise is really good, and the induction noise is great. It's coming right out of here. You cannot obviously hear the exhaust, but the induction noise is really good. I hope you can hear the noise. So from the engine standpoint, there is nothing to complain in this motorcycle. It's really good. So the bike's seating position is quite upright. It's not sporty or leaned in. It is very upright, and the foot pegs also are quite center set foot pegs. But in my opinion, it goes with this motorcycle, I would say. This is a street naked. For this motorcycle, it's really good. So coming to the ride and handling, this bike's geometries are really great, and it is confident, inspiring to push it around corners. Where am I going? It's not the route, sorry. So the suspension of this motorcycle is slightly on the softer side for my liking, but for most of the people it should be completely fine. I think it is not worsening the handling, that is for sure. You can chuck around the corners and it will do really good, but it is more of a comfort oriented suspension tool in my opinion. I would like it to be a bit stiffer for a sporty motorcycle like this, but it is okay. So the overall suspension tune is ideal for long distance. It would not be that good for spirited driving, but for normal driving, normal commutes and long trips, it should be very comfortable. Since it has a upright driving posture and calm down suspension and smooth engine at mid-range and most of its RPM, it's a really good tourer motorcycle. Now coming to the brakes and tires, this gets 110 section at the front and 115 at the rear, and it is in 17-inch wheels. the tires on this particular motorcycle is not that great. I think it's time for it to change. So the brakes at the front is 300mm and 240 at the rear, and it also gets a dual channel ABS. So there is actually nothing that is compromised in this motorcycle. The fuel tank capacity is 11 liters, and the bike returns about 30 kilometers per liter. So you should ideally get a good range from this motorcycle. So as you can see, so far all the things that I have explained are just pros, and there is not really any con to this motorcycle. But not really. This is a motorcycle that built with no compromise. I mean, like for a 310cc motorcycle, it's really good, and it has all the bells and whistles that you would expect from a 310cc motorcycle. But the result is that it is pricey. It is really pricey in the segment. For a 3.5 lakh, you are getting 310cc first of all, which nowadays Royal Enfields and Triumphs are pushed it up. Nowadays Royal Enfield you get 450cc's and Triumphs offer 400cc, which offer better performance than this. But for a 310cc motorcycle, it offers good performance. That is not a deniable fact. But for the money, you might feel that Triumph and Royal Enfield might offer better value for money. But to be honest, those motorcycles are made with compromise, not this one. If you make a motorcycle with no compromise, it's obviously going to cost a lot more than that. And that is the con of this motorcycle, which is it's quite expensive. It's not that cheap of a motorcycle, and it's not also seems like to offer any value for money in paper. So in this time, the competition for a mid-sized motorcycle has gone really up, and it is not a viable option for BMW to upgrade this motorcycle to BS6 to compete in that segment. I would just stop here and quickly show you the motorcycle around. I'll probably stop somewhere here. So the gears are not that smooth. It's not smooth at all actually. It's a very unlike TVS motorcycle. Clutch is pretty good. Clutch is not an issue. And the seat height is not that much, and it is I am 5'11". It is okay for me. I think it should be fine for most of you. And I will quickly show you around how the motorcycle looks. So this is how it looks at the rear. This shares the exhaust with the RR310 as well. Again, a lot of motorcycle parts has been shared. It gets LED headlights at the front, and these are 17 inches wheels, and as I said, it is 300 at the front and 240 at the rear. So this is the engine, guys. It's a reverse inclined engine. Let me know how it looks. So this one is an upgraded one, I think. So it gets LED headlamps and LED indicators as well. This is the reason you should probably buy this motorcycle. So guys, this is how the motorcycle looks. It's reverse inclined, so the exhaust is not from the front, it's from the rear. So it shortens the length, and overall the fit finish level of the bike is really great. This is the tail light of the motorcycle, which is not so good in my opinion. But it gets all LEDs, and every stuff is really good. Fit finish levels are really good. You can see like every single screws or Allen keys. Here also you get Allen keys, and it is a single piece handlebar. This is the reason you should probably buy this motorcycle. And you get a trip meter. As you can see in MID, it shows 28 kilometers per liter. It should ideally return somewhere around here, and that's it. I think average kilometer and all the stuffs are there. It's a very basic unit. In TVS you get a TFT display. That would be good. It's a Duke. So So guys, that's it. Back in 2018 it was quite loaded. It was good enough for the times, but nowadays it's not that good. But today's motorcycle you get TFT display, so that's not a big issue. So here you get dim ditch switch and indicators. So all the basic stuffs I would say. And shocks in this motorcycle is adjustable, I guess, but I'm not sure. So that's it guys. The fit finish levels are really good. That's what you would appreciate. Like everything in this motorcycle is put together really good, and not many things are rusting actually. And also it does get adjustable levers for both brakes and clutch. So it's a really loaded motorcycle which made with no compromise. Maybe we'll do another launch for last time. It doesn't get traction control, that is for sure. It doesn't need one. The sound of the motorcycle is super addictive. So the only con to this motorcycle is this badge which is over here. Due to this badge you have to give this motorcycle to a BMW service center, which will cost you a lot of money. It will be definitely a lot more than a TVS, that is for sure. And then the availability of the service center is also not going to be at par with TVS or some other brands you can find. Definitely it's going to be an expensive motorcycle to buy as well as to maintain, but if you want the BMW you should probably do that. Service is going to be good, but it's going to be expensive, that is for sure. I would expect the gear shifts to be slightly more buttery smooth, but it is something you would get used to. It's still quite hard to shift. The bike's noise is super good. Just makes me to push it. Okay. So guys, that's it for this video. Should you actually buy this motorcycle? I don't know. Probably for this badge. Otherwise you better off buying a TVS. That would be pocket friendly. So guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye. It doesn't feel like a big bike to ride. It's very nimble. It's very nimble and agile for sure. Brakes are really good, but tires I don't think is up to the mark. In this particular motorcycle, that is.